Hi again, this is Roslyn Hill here. This is my book and it's called Latch Hook Crochet for Beginners, and that's what this is all about. An easy way to crochet, that's what it says here, crochet the easy way. And this is book one. There's lots of things in here that you can do. Look, it shows a picture there of me on video, and there's some children here who've been following some of the work we've been doing. So I'm just going to put that down. You can get that book if you want it. There's more ideas in there, and you can get that book if you want it. It's on Amazon. It's also on the book depository, and I think there's it's a reduced price on there, so have a look if you're interested in buying the book. Okay, so we're going to look at a couple of bracelets today. This is a new one, and the stitch here, the big bobbly stitch here, is a lovely one. I keep this as a basic stitch, but it isn't an easy one to do. It's called the puff stitch, okay, and it's got these nice big bobbly bumps on it. Okay, now before you can do this stitch, I want you to look at one that we've done already, which is a chain stitch bracelet, but it's done with big chains. Okay, now if you've managed to master this, then you should be able to do the puff stitch as well. So I'm just going to look at this for a minute. I've got one here that we're doing, I'm in the process of doing. Okay, so this is a bracelet with large links, look, and I'm going to show you how this is done. We've done it before in one of the previous videos. You have to keep these loops very big, and when you get to here you have to pull them up and use your busy finger to keep them in a nice big stitch. You go around the loop, hold the chain here, chain loop, pull it through, back again, but pull. You see me pulling that up to make it into a bigger loop. Busy finger holding it while you go round, hold that chain, the big one, pull it over, and when you get to here, pull it up. Can you see it moving up to make a bigger loop on your chain? So that's how to do this bracelet, making bigger loops, and you'll see why we're going over this today, because if you can manage to make these big loops and pull it up like that and hold it with your busy finger, then you're well on the way to making that puff stitch in the next bracelet. Okay, so there's your big loops, and that's how to pull up the stitches. So practice this one first, and if you manage to do that well, then let's have a look at how to do this one. Okay, where have we got? We've got one already started here. Started with a slip knot and a chain, and then I've done one of these puff stitches here, so we're going to do another one next to it. We'll do one more chain so there's space between each puff stitch. That's an ordinary chain stitch, and now we're going to go around again, pull this across and through, but this time we're going to pull it up and make that big loop. Put your finger on there, okay, and then we're going to go around the whole of your hook until you've got two loops side by side. This one's the loop that we've just done, and then we've got another one here. Now your busy finger has to control those, keep them together, and we're going to go back into the same hole where this stitch originates there. Okay, so we're going to go in there and pull up another big loop. You see me pulling it up? So we've got three now. To make the fourth one, we go round just over the top, and your busy finger has got four now. And you can just see the hole where we're going to go into there. Okay, they're all going to the same place. So you go into there, and then you're going to pull up another big loop. Pull it up like that. So we've now got 5 on there. The sixth one goes over the top there, so you've got your busy finger holding all these together now. You can still see the hole's getting a little bit bigger here where we're going to hook in. So you hook into the same place and bring up another big loop. Okay, so now we've got on here, we've got 3, 6, we've got 7 loops. Okay, so that's enough I think for this stitch. You can do more if you want to make it bigger and puffier, but you can do less. But we're going to do 7. There's 7 round going round there, and your busy finger is holding on to them. You're going to yarn over and pull that chain through there and finish off with another chain, and that's your puff stitch. Okay, so you can see why we need to be able to pull up big loops. We're going to do this again. We'll do a few chain on. Don't need many, it's the number of chain in between each puff stitch, so just do a few like that. And then when you're doing this final one, make that big loop that we practiced. Okay, and then you're going to go over the top there next to the other one and hold those 2 with your busy finger, and you're going to go into the same hole that they come out of there, pull up a loop, and that's 3 on there now, same size. We're going to go round for the 4th one, and your busy finger has to hold them all together while we go through this hole here where they're all coming out of. If you pull it down a little bit, you can see it better. Okay, so we're going to go into that hole again, pull up a loop, so we've got another one on there, yarn over it once more into that hole, which is actually getting bigger as we're doing all these loops, pull up another one, pull it, and there we've got all the 7 loops on there. Okay, hold that with your busy finger, yarn over and pull it through all those loops and finish off with a chain. So you've got another puff stitch, and that's how you do it. So we'll go one more time here, so if you've got this video on, you can pause it or you can play it slowly if you've got that facility. So we'll do it a few chain, 1, 2, 3, do 4 this time. Don't worry about too much about counting, because this is just a learning process we're going through along here. This is one of the basic stitches, the puff stitch. Pull it up to make that big loop, yarn over nice and loosely so you've got one next to it, into that hole, pull up a loop so you've got 3, yarn over next to it, back into that hole, just getting slightly bigger now, pull it up, round to that hole again. Oops, we're slipping. And then yarn over and pull it through all of those and finish off with a chain. And there we are. That's the puff stitch bracelet. So if you can do that, do practice it and see if you can do it. Here's one we made earlier. Okay. That one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 puff stitches on it, so that's quite a nice size for a bracelet, and enough yarn to tie a bow. Okay, so we'll finish there. Hope you'll have a go at that one, and we'll see you again. Don't forget to press subscribe, it's free, so press subscribe and then you'll get another video. Bye for now.